For those that might not be watching, not only did the Yankees lose, but the Blue Jays lost. So now the division is within 2 games. We are within 2 games of the Toronto Blue Jays. And it's why I keep saying the season's not over. We don't sleep on the Yankees yet. We do not lay down, right? So many fans said the Yankees were not even going to make the playoffs. Okay, this is going right down to the wire, and the Yankees are playing clean baseball with a clean win. We are probably one of the best dynamic duos at the top pitching rotation. The number best 1 and 2 in baseball right now with Max Fried and Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon got his 17th win. Fried got his 18th win yesterday, right, or 2 days ago. They're playing good baseball right now. Things are falling into place. Now let's box score this, okay? I'm keeping level head here because I think we need to keep a level head until the season's over because there are 8 games left. Anything can happen, but I hope you're feeling good about this because I am. Carlos Rodon got the win, 7 dominant innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts. He finished with 198 strikeouts. 198 strikeouts. Okay. Luke Weaver came in through a clean inning, 2 Ks. David Bednar came in through a clean inning with a K. 6 pitches for David Bednar. 15 for Luke Weaver. Good, clean baseball by the pitching, right? Good, clean baseball. Trent Grisham, 2 for 5 with an RBI. Ben Rice, 0 for 5. Aaron Judge, again, 2 for 4 with an RBI and a home run. Number 49. Cody Bellinger, 1 for 3, 2 runs scored. And Carl Stanton, 1 for 3 with a home run, a big 3-run home run. Number 21, I think, for Stanton, right? Jazz Chisholm, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 3. Ryan McMahon, 0 for 4. And Anthony Volpe, 2 for 3 with a run scored. Okay, that's his 21st home run for Stanton in a very abbreviated season. It's number 450 in his career. So now he needs 50, exactly, 5-0 to get to the magic 500. 5-0. And Judge, number 49, has 105 RBIs. Okay, his MVP race is going to go right down to the wire, too, even though I think Judge should have the edge because he's leading pretty much in almost every category. Just not home runs, just not RBIs, but that's okay. Leads in everything else. Now, before I box score around the league, you know, we get trolled by a lot of Met fans, right? Mets, yo to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Shout out to all yous. Okay, much love to my gang. There's a stat that I don't think a lot of Met fans want me to share. Don't care. After the 8th inning this year, if the Mets are trailing, they're losing. Their record is 0-66. Again, 0-66 if they're trailing in the 8th inning. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Now, we also got some information today. Some Gary Phillips reporting that the qualifying offer is going to be around $22 million next year. I do expect Trent Grisham to probably get a qualifying offer, which I think he's going to turn down, and he'll probably get another 50, 68 million, or maybe more than that on top of the qualifying offer. I can't see anybody else getting a qualifying offer from the Yankees. But I do think Grisham is going to get it because we know he's going to get a contract bigger than that. Yeah, exactly, Tiffany. Peanut, Susan, Consiglietti, Buckeyes here. The whole crew here. No rallying their bones. You got that right. You got that right, Buckeye. You hit it on the bullseye, baby. I know you're disappointed, Ken. I know, man. I know. We need the trolls, man. We need them, right? They need Yankees to lose. Right? It's just I'm feeling you, Ken. I'm feeling with you, man. I really am. For those that haven't seen my video today is if I did basically a comparison between Don Mattingly and Kirby Puckett. We kind of, yes, Wu has packed. Yep, Brian Wu. That's a big blow for the Mariners if they make the postseason. So um, I broke down the comparisons of career between Kirby Puckett and Don Mattingly. I'd love to get your feedback on it. So take a look at that video if you haven't done that yet. And again, exactly right. What should we exactly? People will find out. People will find ways. They look for other content creators and say, "Oh, wait, is this a good one to bring around the streams? Right? Is this a good one? Is this a good one?" And they think it is, and it doesn't. They bring it onto streams with informed people, and it doesn't work. Right? So yeah, Chris Bassett from Toronto. Yeah, the Blue Jays are getting a little bit of injury bug too. Yes. So right now we're in a good spot with the Yankees getting healthier. So I'll take that. And our rotation giving us length when we need it right now. 3 through 7 or Don through 7. The bullpen's gotten a little bit more of a break recently. So I'll take that. I will take it. Sports talk, what's good. Right? The Mets lost to Washington 5-3. Right? I think it was 5-3. Now, let's box score this around the league. The Marlins are leading the Rangers right now, 4-3 in the ninth. The Red Sox are leading the Rays 6-3 in the ninth. Padres are up 6-2 on the White Sox in the ninth. The Mariners are up on the Astros 6-4 in the eighth. The Astros do have two guys on, runners on second and third in the bottom of the inning. They're up. Brewers and Cardinals are tied 2 in extra innings in the 10th. The Angels are up 3-0 on the Rockies in the 8th. The Diamondbacks are up 4-3 in the Phillies in the bottom of the 6th, and the Diamondbacks have 3 bases loaded. The Giants are up 4-2 on the Dodgers in the 2nd. And then completed games, the Royals beat the Blue Jays 2-1. The Guardians beat the Twins 8-0. We won 6-1, obviously. And then the Reds beat the Cubs 6-3. The Pirates beat the Athletics 2-0. Every time I see a win like that, which is generally a shutout, I wonder if Paul Skeens pitched. No, he didn't. Bubba Chandler pitched. Okay. The Nationals beat the Mets 5-3. The Guardians beat the Twins 6-0. Wait a minute. Is that a doubleheader? It looks like a doubleheader. They swept the Twins in a doubleheader 6-0 and 8-0. The Braves beat the Tigers 6-5. The Tigers are kind of in a slow collapse. It's crazy. He stopped being able to see Kirby Puckett. He had cataracts. And he had to retire from a medical injury, just like done baseball. He had to retire from back problems. Unfortunately, their bodies did them wrong. Unfortunately. And that's it around the horn baseball. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's it around baseball right now. So we are 2 games out from the American League East. Yeah. I'm telling you, Stephen B. Good, Stephen B. Good, man. Be careful, man. Hey, man. We have 8 games left. The division, it may be a couple days ago, I felt it was a long shot, but right now the Yankees are catching some breaks. They're losing. I mean, they're winning on days that the Blue Jays are winning a little bit more than I thought they would win. A lot of them thought it was going to happen. They picked up 2 games on the Jays in the last couple of days. So now they're 2 games out. They have one more game against the Orioles tomorrow. And on the mound tomorrow is going to be Cam Schlittler. Tomorrow's a 1:35 game. Cam Schlittler versus Kyle Bradish. So Cam Schlittler versus Kyle Bradish. The Blue Jays have a 2:10 game against the Royals. They have Trey Yesavage versus Michael Wacha. So advantage Royals if they capitalize on it. Right? I'm confident we can beat the Red Sox, William. Yeah. They're not going to be easy, but I'm confident we can beat them. Um, yeah, Boston's last 6 games against the Blue Jays. Yeah, there's a tough last 6 games for the Red Sox. Hmm. The Blue Jays have a tough, Boston. That's it. They have a tough, final 6 games. We have the White Sox and the Royals. So if at any point in time we could capitalize on this and maybe get it closer or surpass, it's this 6 game stretch after this one. Right? We're 2 games out now. We're 2 games out. The Blue Jays just lost a little bit ago. So 2 games out. The Mariners could also, the Mariners could win the West. I mean, if you go to the standings, Seattle's in first right now, a game ahead of the Astros. Um, and then Detroit is a game ahead of Cleveland. Cleveland is definitely inching their way up to the Tigers, man. If the Tigers, Tigers had a 9-game lead a couple weeks ago. This would be an epic collapse, a big time collapse. So, but they're still in it, right? So take it with a grain of salt. But like in the National League, the Dodgers have clinched the playoffs. Now they haven't clinched the division, but they've clinched the playoffs. So the Dodgers have clinched now. The Cubs, the Milwaukee Brewers, and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are the only teams that have clinched the division. They have a 12.5-game lead over the Mets. So there's no way the Mets can overtake the division now, or any team can take it to take the NL East. So. Well, Cleveland sold a couple of pieces. And they're doing this without Clase, their closer. So, but they have a good collection of players over there, young players too, and they got Stephen Kwan. They have a good, had they traded Stephen Kwan out, I'm not sure if they would have been here. Mets fan, exactly right. Mets beat writers are not talking a lot of smack now either, are they? No. Yeah. I don't know if the Astros will be out of the playoffs just yet. If the wild card, we still have a week left. So the wild card right now are the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Houston. Right now, and Houston and Boston are tied. Behind them is Cleveland. Behind both of them, a half a game behind. So Cleveland could overtake either one of these teams. So that's why I wouldn't sleep on Cleveland just yet. My wife's very happy about the Phillies. Very happy about the Phillies. So this is American League is. Nobody has clinched anything in the American League yet. It's going to go right down to the last couple of days of the season. And then we'll get like, oh my God, he clinched, and clinched. And it's just going to happen. Like every division in the National League has a team that's clinched now. So, but the only one team has clinched the division, meaning the Dodgers could still become a wild card team. They could. The AL is harder than the NL. The NL is definitely front loaded, get the star power, but the AL is a tougher league every single year. Every single year. Right? So it's 400 home run for the Phillies. What do you mean, Tiffany? What do you mean by that? Oh, Brandon, it's going to be a crazy last week. It's going to be awesome. When we locked in every single game, I would be. And everybody smack that like button if you haven't done that yet, please. And tell your friends if they're not subscribed. Come join the 161 family. Come along for the ride this last week. It's going to be a fun ride. It really, really is. And I appreciate all you've been sticking with the team the entire season, despite what all the other fair weather fans are saying. The fair weather channels keep saying, right? Keeping and this is one of my guys right here. Spread the good word. Talk the good words, just like Ken from The Ugly Truth, talking the good word. They don't lie down. They don't give up on the team. It is a bad time for the fair weather fan merch. I would agree with that, Ken. I FIBA, I'm looking for him, man. I'm looking for him. We're 2 games out. Again, nothing. The Yankees have not clinched anything yet. But neither have the Blue Jays, neither have the Red Sox. Nobody in the American League has clinched a thing yet. Not a single team in the American League anywhere has clinched anything. So this is going to go right down to it. Man, goodness gracious. Magic number, I think it is 4. Oh, man. Dang. Yeah, like I said, it's going to go right down to the wire. I think with the remaining schedule with the Yankees versus the Red Sox and the Blue Jays, the Yankees have more than a fair chance to potentially win the division. They have more than a better chance of at least getting the number 1 seed in the wild card. This is true too, Ken. Get a late losing streak, get the fair weather fan merch sales out because they would love, oh, they would love it. You say, I told you. That's right. We are playing some of our best baseball, and it's efficient, clean baseball. Volpe looks good at shortstop, right? It's just it is Cashman versus us, man. You know it, man. It's definitely Cashman versus us, man. Yeah. 6-1, Nelson. Yankees won 6-1. I just fair weather fans everywhere. They just get quiet when the Yankees start winning. They might as well just admit they're fair weather fans on there or they're trolls. Just admit it. You know? You know, saying fire cash you must believe. I'm telling you, Stephen B. I'm telling you. Have all these other teams, right? Yankees don't deserve to win the division. I heard that one from Channel this week. Get real. We should start a channel. Yankees talking points. And we'll even title it, put in the brackets, facts not allowed. Facts not allowed. Not welcome. I don't want no stinking facts. No, don't do it, man. No. What do you think, NFA? You in? We can have our Sunday evening rant fest. Yeah. The Mets are 0-66 when they're trailing after 8 innings. 0-66. Exactly, too, Ken. The truth is out there. Oh, it is. Yeah. Bring Jimmy Kimmel back. That's right, man. Bring him back. Apparently, they're already in talks to bring him back. So, after Disney lost like $4 billion in one day, a mass boycott. I remember, I think we heard so many people saying Yankees were going to be a 4th place team. Content creators are saying that. Remember that? You can't tell me exactly. Oh, it sounds familiar, bro. I know it. Don't tell me how to fan. Don't tell me the truth while I'm coming with my talking points. Don't do it. You don't know. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Yeah, you seen it looks like the Guardians are close. I mean, they could overtake the Tigers. They could. They're only a game out with a week to go. And the Guardians tend to be strong finishers at the end of the season. So and you're witnessing a slow collapse of the Tigers. Now we'll see if they can actually hold off the Guardians, but we'll see. Well, this is true too, Susan. Yeah, he pretty much. I mean, he brought in Sean Manaea, who's not even in rotation now. Um, but Soto was he was the guy to get, and Soto was good this year, but can't ignore the rest of the team. Can't do that. I think it'll be fun. Pass out smelling salts. You got to firebolt them, man. If you get rid of them, bring in Manny Acta. Bring in Manny Acta, man. That's right. We hugs and kisses to the trolls. Just hugs and kisses to the trolls. Really, we miss you guys. But again, there's still a week to go. Still a week to go. So I'm not counting my chickens yet until we have that X or Y next to the team's name. Confirmation that they've clinched. Get that clinching, and then I can exhale a little bit more. But in the meantime, yeah, we're going to poke the trolls a little. We're going to poke them a little bit, ask them where they're at. But I'm not going to start trolling them until we clinch. Right? Yeah, 50 home runs to get to 500, man. Stanton needs 50 to go. Prediction 93 wins only gets it. It's only one game off where they were last year at 94 when they went to the World Series. Right? The Yankees are now 87 and 68. Right? 7 games left. 7 games left. They could. They really, really could. They could, NFA. 87 and 68, man. 19 games over 500. And we heard so many people saying they were going to win at most 78 games. I remember that too. And we're doing this without Garrett Cole, without Clark Schmidt, right? Without Oswaldo Cabrera, without Jay Cousins, without a lot of our guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh God, Susan. Susan starting. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think, yeah. Ray, man. Crisis hotline fit. And Susan, well, I agree with you, Susan. I think Grisham moves on, and I don't think it'll be for the Mets either. I do think he moves on though, and he'll get a right, deservedly so. He'll get a good contract. No. Yeah, Judge has 49. Yeah, Raleigh, new Mariners record, right? Griffey had 56. Yep. Ken has been calling out the Yankees will take the division. Let's finish this thing off, Ken. Let's finish this thing off, man, so we could really exhale. Yeah. Cena lost against Brock. I'm not surprised. Brock Lesnar's a freak, man. He's a freak. Oh, I want Bellinger to come back too. Yep. Houston, yeah, this is crazy, Sunil. This is crazy. This last week is going to be a roller coaster ride, right? A roller coaster ride. If Stanton, yeah, Fringe, yes. If he gets to 500, he's definitely going to Hall of Fame. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch lost. Yeah, and look, we made a valiant effort. We offered him 760 for 16 with a $60 million signing bonus. He didn't take it, so we tried our best and we kept moving on. And then we pivoted really quickly once he left. Right? I don't buy the baloney argument that we were cheap. That is bullcrap. They offered him $400 million more than Aaron Judge, and he's not better than Aaron Judge. But they gave him $400 million more than Aaron Judge, more than twice of what Judge got. People are saying this guy's cheap. How's cheap? Get real, folks. Get real. I don't think Tucker's coming here. I think Rice is going to get first base and Bellinger's going to come back. We don't need Kyle Tucker. I'm not paying twice as much for Kyle Tucker than I would for Bellinger. I pass. I'd rather save that money for a pitcher. That's what I would do. I do think Cody wants to say, yeah. I think he wants to win, obviously, and be compensated, which is fine. You know? Exactly. He's not like his dad is writing a fee. His dad would have had him. Okay. Right. It's just true. The real fans know that Tucker is the move. That's right. That's right, man. And so would I, Susan. I'd rather have Bellinger than Tucker, too. I'm not going to pay twice as much for the same production. Why? I do think if Judge gets 50, he's has a more solidified chance at the MVP. Yeah. But Raleigh has had a historic year to himself. There's no denying that. Can't take that away from him. Jazz, I mean, he has the production. He just has the flair to go with the production. I know sometimes the flair drives people crazy, but he has the production. Since he's been here, he's been very productive for the Yankees. And defensively, he's very good too. Now that he's playing in his natural position at second. They can sign Grisham, Bellinger, and a pitcher for Tucker money. They can. Well, exactly. And I think signing Soto would not have solved the pitching problems at all. And what's the biggest problem for the Mets? Mm-hmm. Well, it's exactly too Buckeye. Playing salary does not translate to playing the field. I mean, Stanton. I mean, Soto has played well this year. He's had a good year, but he's one guy. He's one guy. He included the free suite. He included shopping. Apparently, Atlanta's shopping credit for his mom, perks for his family. So he had a lot of a lot of extra perks that the Yankees are not willing to offer, and I don't blame him. You're gonna give Soto a free suite, and then Judge has to pay for his? No, thank you. Hell no, no. Create a bad precedent there. Mm-mm. Exactly. You got to make Mike Fishman the GM, or the president of operations, or something. You just got to give us Uber promotion, Ken. Like this multiple level, multiple category promotion. Kyle Tucker is the flavor of the month. He's been hyped up like crazy, Nelson. He's a good defender, good solid contact guy, but he's not much different than Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger wants to be here. The Mets, I think the Mets are going to wind up paying Alonso. Just makes too much sense. Exactly. That's what the Mets have over the Yankees. Higher payroll. Exactly. Yeah. It's, and what is the, let me see something here. Standings. The Mets are 80 and 75. 80 and 75. They have 7 games left. The Yankees have 7 games left, so the Mets cannot win more games this season than the Yankees have won. It's mathematically impossible. Yeah, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, good. Good for Soto. Let him get his bag. This is right to get. He got it, so it is what it is. But I would love it if the Yankees got to a World Series and won it without him. That would just be more than better than bittersweet. Better than bittersweet, man. And the Mets have a legitimate possibility of not making the playoffs at all. But again, that's going to go right down to next week. It's going to go right down to it. So 80 and 82. You think they'll lose the last 7 games? Oh boy. I've been saying that for months now, right, Ron? The Yankees might move Dominguez for pitching. It just makes too much sense. Probably a reliever with a lot of controllable years. Maybe they'll try to get 2 relievers for him. Dominguez is movable. I already know from on the inside they plan on shopping him this offseason. So for somebody from works for the Yankees confirmed that already. So yeah. Oh yeah. Wall Street ticker tape parade. Sign me up for that, Buckeye. I'll be there for that parade if they win. I will be there for that. I don't care what happens. I'm going to that parade. If they win, I'm going to that freaking thing. Love to see Soda watching it. Yeah. Watch it from the jacuzzi, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy with who we got too, Susan. They're just a great fit here. Bellinger's a great fit. Goldschmidt's a great fit. Freed, just a great fit. It just adds to the team chemistry. Just have a much more kind of fun-loving unit here. Oh, yeah, we get Cole back next year. That's right. That's right. Nelson, please wish good night to your wife as well. Have a great night. Oh man, can you imagine that? Still don't have it. I do think that they'll be doing some good things with Duvall. Yep, 6-4 over Houston. Final. Seattle beat the Houston Astros. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Goldie's been. Yeah, valuable, valuable veteran presences here. Like you can't underestimate. You can't understate it. You can't you know appreciate it enough. The value that Cole has with the young kids, that Goldschmidt has with the young kids, with Stanton. Like, yeah, you guys have a lot of value, man. A lot of veteran value beyond what they do on the field. I would agree, Anthony. We add some serious arms to the bullpen with controllable years, man. hmm Yeah, exactly. Bellinger just plays. He plays well, quietly. He gets it done. He produces for the Yankees. Can't ask for anything else. Great defense. No, never see it. No, Bellinger's and he's cool. He's like laid back and just the environment around this team is different. The aura around this team is different, right? And it makes me very um encouraged. It encourages me. I feel better about this Yankees team than I did last year. I mean, I liked what Soto brought to the team, but I always felt that there was something missing from after Judge and Soto, right? I felt that there was something missing. This year, I think they have. It's a different aura. It's a different vibe on this team. It's a closer knit unit, right? And that to me means is meaningful to me. And you can see what David Bednar is bringing, the rapport that he has with the catchers. I could see it, right? And You know, like I really hope they go into the playoffs, and I hope Devin Williams has a big playoff. I hope Camille Duvall has a big playoffs. I hope these guys step up and just have a great playoffs. That would really be, a next level up for the Yankees. Caballero too. Yeah, yeah. Well, we're missing quite a bit of defense. But what I'll say this too, the team had each other's back this year too. Despite the errors and all this stuff, they had each other's back, right? But this team is a much more close knit unit. And I do think that to a degree they were underdogs after losing Juan Soto, and they embraced that role. They played with a chip on their shoulder, especially when they went through that skid a month and a half ago. People were like throwing in the white towels on the Yankees. They took that. They took that, and they played with a chip on their shoulder. Yeah, same thing with Jake Bird too. That's another reliever that they can work on the next couple months in this off season, and be a valuable weapon next year that we weren't even thinking about over the last month or so. He's got 3 years left under control for next year. So 3 years. No. Yeah, they were pulling for Volpe. The teammates had his back. The manager had his back. And for the most part, before Caballero, they had nobody who could replace him. Nobody. Oswald Peraza was not playing as well. That's not saying much, right? So who the hell was going to replace him before Caballero? Nobody. That's one reason I had to stick with him. Mhm. Yeah, I don't really care how many errors he has. In all honesty, CB. Derek Jeter had as many in 3 years too. So you know, I whatever. Yeah, exactly. How dare Boone have Volpe's back? He's a monster. You're a monster, Boone, for having your players back. Monster. And yes, the Rockies did abuse Jake Bird. Hopefully the Yankees are letting him recover, kind of, working on some things mechanically, and he'll be fresh and ready to go in the spring, man. Because he does have a big arm. You know, if the Yankees are tied with the AL East with the Blue Jays have the tiebreaker, so the Blue Jays get the advantage. In which meaning the Blue Jays would win the division. I would want. I'd probably use Free to win the division because we get a more favorable playoff bracket. I would want him to win the division, and then in that next rotation, I would start Yarborough in one of the starts, and I would put Cam Schlittler coming out of the bullpen, and then go Rodon and Hill, something like that. And then when I go back to it again, I'd cycle Freed back in there. That's how I would do it, but that's just me. He's damn right, and if he's a monster, man, he's evil with this. You can't have your players' backs like that, man. You got to throw them under the bus. You got to pick up the bus, toss them underneath, drop the bus. That's all they have to do, right? And it's so much easier giving somebody the middle finger, throwing them under the bus, than it is having their back. Yeah, Jeter was a nightmare as a rookie, even before that. Yeah, and Jeter did not win the Gold Glove as a rookie. Hope he did, but which is why I'd be surprised if they give up on Volpe right now. And keep in mind, too, Caballero was never a starter before this year. He's never been a starter in the majors. So my guess is he'd be our utility guy. And I wouldn't be surprised if they trade Oswaldo Cabrera. Just, right? Just keep that in mind. Heavy side. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. The side control, yeah. Red Sox one. Yeah, all right, I'll take that. And then you try to go full mount, try to go over to get under his arms, and you try to. Then we have to do from the bottom. We got to tuck it in with the elbow, hoist our legs, use our hips to throw him over to the side, and if he, and then take the top again. And I would love to have two utility guys. I wouldn't mind Oswaldo being on the bench. I mean, I would love Oswaldo and Caballero, but Caballero creates a lot more activity on the base paths. Angels plays Robert Stevenson, the 15th now. So many guys, right? Judo move, yeah, man. I like judo moves, man. I like me some judo moves. I would agree too, and if he 100% bring back Rosario, I like the energy that he brings. I feel good. I like the feeling, I feel good having Rosario here. I like what he brings. I really do. Let people be down on Volpe, man. Let let people be down on Volpe. Be that good looking guy, man. That sports talk. Be that eye candy, bro. If you bring Rosario back, I think it would be good for the Yankees and give him a full year. Yeah, give him a good bat against left-handed pitchers. He's a solid player in the field too. Makes good defensive plays, and he just brings good energy here. And he puts the ball in play almost every time he's up. So Yankee Cashman has done a good job of improving the bench. It might cost 7 years, 210. I think he might be able to get him for a little bit less than that, but I think Boris is going to go for 7 or 8 years at 30 million per. Um, we'll see how close he gets to it. We'll see how close he gets to it because he's definitely making the case to get paid. Right? He's definitely making the case to get paid, and he's doing it on a very low key basis too. It's low, underrated, and like just quietly gets it done. It's not flashy at all. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Rosario's never an everyday player either. Trout got number 400. Congratulations to Trout, man. All right, Mike Trout, man. He'll be a Hall of Famer too. I think Jones will get the opportunity to win the job, the center field job out of spring training. I think he'll be the guy to get the opportunity to replace Trent Grisham. I think he's getting every opportunity to win it at spring training. He might, and if he does, you might be right. Only against lefties, could be. Which he's good at. He's good against these lefties, right? And I'll take that too. He'll get plenty of at bats, plenty of opportunities. You know, yeah. My walk-up song. Yeah, I see Grisham getting a QO, but not re-signed. I do. I see some other team giving him a 5-year deal or something like that, 4 or 5 year deal. The QO is going to be $22 million or just under 22 million. Um, my walk-up song. Probably wobble. Probably wobble, wobble, wobble. Yeah, congratulations to Clayton Kershaw. He has big stand. You got a standing ovation when he walked off the mound last night, last home game. Maybe he gets in that. Maybe he gets an opportunity to play in the postseason again, right? If they make it. So, and my guess is they'll make it. Appreciate you, SGA. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the kind words. No, Wells will not be Rice's backup, Susan. I don't see that at all. Right, I think Wells is going to be the starting catcher. Well, I think Rice is going to be the starting first baseman. I think he's going to replace Goldschmidt. Which I also think that if the Yankees win the World Series, then I think it makes it easier for Paul Goldschmidt to retire. I would be shocked if he takes the QO, Buckeye. I would be shocked. If he takes it, fine. But I don't think he's going to leave $50, $60 million on the table. I'd be surprised, Buckeye. But if he does, he does. But I think he's going to capitalize on this career year he's having. Yeah, Trout's he's an all-timer, man. Appreciate you, Sports Talk, bro. Appreciate the kind words, man. I think if we do keep Billy, he plays left field, yes. And I think Spencer Jones gets the opportunity to win the center field job. That's what I think will happen, but I could be wrong. Well, yeah, well, this is a good point by Ken, too. With Bellinger and Grisham, they have a super elite defensive outfield. And when Judge is at full strength, that's as good as it gets right there. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if he takes the qualifying offer, with his production, he knows he would be leaving a lot of money on the table. Now, the question to me is, how's the timing going to be? Because, I mean, Cody Bellinger is represented by Scott Boras, who likes to drag out free agency throughout the offseason until the end to try to create a bidding war. Do the Yankees risk losing both of these guys, or do they try to be aggressive and try to get Cody Bellinger signed early, and then that makes it easier for them to move on from Grisham, so then they can focus on pitching, right? Or do they, the other way around? Do they ignore Grisham, he signs elsewhere, and then all of a sudden get outbid for somebody for Cody Bellinger? And then at that point, they're probably going to go after Kyle Tucker, right? So he's got a unique. He changed his batting stance quite a bit this year, Angela. It's a different batting stance. He's made adjustments to make it more productive, and he's got 35 home runs. He's like I think close to 90 RBIs. Lots of steals, lots of doubles. His OPS is almost 1,000. Like, he's having historic production in AAA. So, and it was good. I think it was probably good to keep him there in AAA right now instead of moving him up. Because I don't think had they moved him up to center field, I mean, had they called him up to the Yankees, he wouldn't be playing regularly like he is now. Because who are you going to sit? You can't sit Grisham with that production. You can't sit Bellinger with that production. You can't sit Judge with that production. So he wouldn't get as many opportunities as we want. And I want him to get more opportunities. So right now, I think he's getting plenty of opportunities in AAA, which makes it easier to transition to spring training till he can really go to try to win this job. It does, Angela. It is different and it works. I don't know who made that stance for him, but it's kind of weird. But he hits the ball with contact. He's got a lot of speed. He hits the ball with, like, light tower power. He reminds me of Ellie De La Cruz. He really does. He's a very exciting player. He's low key when he's running the bases, but he's fast. He's just so freaking big. He doesn't look that fast. He's huge. He's like 6'7", 240 pounds. He's like another Giancarlo Stanton. Boras is the best agent in the game. The best baseball agent in the game. There's no doubt about it, man. Get it done, bro. Get it done, Sports Talk. Tomorrow's my day off from training. I work out Monday through Saturday, every morning. Sunday's my day. I just stretch in the morning. Then I have an event tomorrow from 12 to 4, so I will not be live right after the game tomorrow. I'm doing an event for my solar company, and I'll be out off the grid for a little bit. But I'll put the lineup out when it comes out too. I do think the Yankees are going to try to pick up another pitcher. Like Lugo, Keller. Well, Keller has a couple years of control. Kelly, Edward Cabrera. I think what of those guys, I think Gallen's going to re-sign with the Diamondbacks. Cabrera, I think he needs to be traded. Got a big arm. Seth Lugo's a veteran. The Yankees also might give one of their young kids a chance too. He might give one of their kids a chance too. So, um, well, he's the best for the. He's the best. I don't know if he's best for the sport, but he's best for the union players side of the sport, right? I'll try to go live tomorrow night. I really have to see how this event goes tomorrow because it's a big. Lose weight? No, I'm 5'10", 170 pounds. I'm lean. I am lean. Um, just like to keep everything. It's like to tighten everything up. We'll see. I let's see, Astro. Yeah, yeah. Just try to stay fit and healthy. Sports talk. Eat clean. Try to eat clean. Try to live a healthy life, man. That's it. That's it, man. Upper 40s, Lorenzo. Upper 40s. And I'm more into strength building instead of like size and appearance. So like 170, but I bench over 300. So just to put it in perspective, it has a lot to do with martial arts and pushing, and it has a lot to do with Hapkido and Jiu-Jitsu. A lot of pushing, a lot of strength, a lot of just brute strength training and resistance training. Yeah, still a kid, right? Yeah. But again, like when I'm 60, I want to look like I'm 45, right? And when I'm 50, I want to look like I'm 35, and so on and so forth. So that's the deal. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Was that Stephen B? Did I miss something here? Oh, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, it's mostly about diet, sports talk. If you eat cleaner, you lower your sugar intake, then the abs will come into place if you do the work. A lot of it pertains to diet and what you put into your body. Oh, that's the plan, Ray. That's the plan. Keep it strong, keep it fit. I got 3 daughters. I got to stay strong and healthy for us. So no doubt about it, man. Carnivore, yeah, a lot of high protein, low carbs, right? I mean, lean, smart fats, but it's got to be a balance. Um, just try to eat clean as much as possible. I cheat meal. I have a sweet tooth too, but I try to eat as clean as possible during the week on a regular basis. So exactly, Ken. Big Macs and apple pies. $1.50 on beef. Wow, my gosh. I'm Susan. I'm in the middle of writing 3 books. Actually, I'm middle of writing 3 books. I'm on the back end of all 3 books, so I plan on getting them all published. Hmm. Speedo. Well, don't wear a speedo at the beach. Don't wear a speedo at the beach. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You Ben and Jerry's. Exactly. All right, do it, sports talk, man. Get it done, dude. You want to be the life of the party. Treat the ladies like a gentleman. Treat them like the most important thing in the world. You want them to pay attention to you. Treat them like they matter. Goes a long way. Oh, nice. Get them cut the meat out. Get that lean meat. Yeah, man. That's a good meal right there, Felix. Fresh veggies. I do a lot of boring stuff like white rice, veggies, chicken. I had chicken for dinner with broccoli. So, but I had some fries on the side. But the fat fatale, yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, I shave a lot of the fat off my beefs, my chicken, and then I'll adjust accordingly. Yeah, yeah. I get Chinese food. I like Chinese food, but I'm pretty simple with the Chinese food. But yeah, they promoted Elmer Rodriguez Cruz a couple days ago. Today was his first day in AAA. He'll get an opportunity. Let me see, Elmer. Let's see if I can find Elmer Rodriguez Cruz here. See if his stat line came up for today. Yeah, right here. He holds his own in AAA debut. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. Sinker average 95. His sinker hit up to 97. He went 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. So not bad. Not bad for a debut. And he'll be an adjustment period. He will get better at AAA. Muscle Maker Grun, I've heard of it, but um, cut your sweets, man. Cut your sweets. Oh God, Selena. Yeah, now you're talking. You make me hungry, bro. Making me hungry. Exactly, Ken. I've not watched Weeds. No. Mm, they might bring up somebody. Wink. I mean, if they clinch in, they might give up somebody just to give the bullpen a little bit of a rest, the rotation a little bit of a rest. You know. But somebody like Alan Winans or somebody who's been here already, they're not going to call up somebody new like Elmer Rodriguez or Carlos Agran. They're not going to call up those guys. So Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, he's got a big arm. So does Carlos Lagrange. Those guys get opportunities next year. They'll get opportunities, just like Spencer Jones will get an opportunity. I don't know much about Marble or DC. TJ Rumfield, he might get an opportunity. He might get an opportunity, but I don't know if he'll get a call up this year. We need pitching call ups, not offensive call ups. Um, it's not a bad debut, Jennifer. Not a bad debut at all. Did the Diamondbacks beat the Phillies? Did they really? Let's see. 4-3. Wait, is it over? Is it over? Let's see here. The Mets. How about the Mets today? The Mets, they're not playing? Okay, yeah. 4-3 over the Phillies. Okay. The Dodgers and Giants are tied at 4 at the end of the fourth. The Jays did lose. Where the Yankees are 2 games out. 2 games out. So, right there. So it's going to go right down to the wire, this division. That's why I keep saying, I keep emphasizing the season's not over till they're mathematically eliminated. Right? Keep saying that. People think I'm crazy. People think they call me a Boone apologist, a Cashman apologist, right? Cashman shill, Boone shill. Huh? It's not a fair weather fan. And I ain't apologizing for that. All right, go get him, Stephen B. I'm going to wrap this up too. I'm going to go upstairs and get some rest. I got a long day tomorrow. Maybe we'll be 1 game back tomorrow. Go after it, Stephen B. Get after him, bro. Get after it, dude. Well, exactly, Ray. 1 day at a time. One day, 1 game at a time. We'll keep it as is. Keep it in perspective. The Yankees get there, they get there. And when they do, we'll celebrate if they stay there. But not until then. Not until then. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Right? I want the head to always fit in the hat, meaning I don't want the head to get so big it can't fit the freaking hat. I don't let an ego get in the way. I'm not going to let it cloud reality. So, with that said, I want to thank you all for joining me, celebrating this win. Yankees are playing good baseball, so let's keep enjoying this ride. Tomorrow afternoon, lineup, baseball, hopefully celebrate a win. Peace and love to all of you. You're the best. Love you guys. Go Yankees. See you tomorrow.